It was 2 o'clock in the morning, and the vets were awake to take care of a pregnant female panda who seemed a little worried. Cameras were ready to shoot its birth journey. Finally, the camera filmed the birth scene for the first time, and when the panda stood up, everyone was shocked and filled with joy. Panda is an animal that is one of the bear species and is most loved by humans all over the world because of their cut and furry appearance and naughty nature. But unfortunately, their species is dangerously becoming extinct. The reason behind this extinction is deforestation and the illegal trafficking of pandas. Due to endangering, zoos promote programs that involve the reproduction and increasing of the population of pandas. 1,600 pandas live in the forest naturally, and 300 are in shelter homes, usually in China. During one of these reproductive programs, something fascinating happened. In 2013, Atlanta Zoo in Georgia decided to contribute to increasing the population of pandas. To do so, they decided to try this on a 16-year-old panda from Chengdu, research base of panda breeding in China named Lunlun. She loves to climb and also enjoys sleeping. Her weight is more than 91 kilograms, 200 lbs. She was brought along by a male panda called Yang Yang. She was considered to be the perfect candidate for this because she had already given birth to 3 healthy babies. The 3 healthy cubs are now living a healthy life at China's Chengdu research base of panda breeding. Lunlun also had a pair of twins again in 2016, just 3 years later after giving birth in 2013. Lunlun and Yang Yang had a total of 7 children together, and they were all born through the insemination process. A term was made to think about the possible reasons to get the female bear pregnant, because pandas naturally have a major reproductive rate and their fertile window is on a brief span. Example, 2 days only in a whole year when female pandas can get pregnant. For this, the urine of female panda was kept under observation for an entire year to notice when their estrogen levels were at peak. Once the female panda is in heat, 2 ways can be used. The zookeepers may allow the male panda to mate with the female panda, but there are many hurdles in this natural process because there must be a specific chemistry and friendship between both animals to do a certain deed. Moreover, the male panda should also have a libido at this time, and he must be capable of doing the act. He should know the tricks and should be experienced. Pandas kept in cages are usually inexperienced and generally nervous when mating because of less knowledge about the mating positions. They breed only once a year, so they are usually simple. So the team of zookeepers decide to try the artificial insemination method to ensure that the female has a guaranteed chance of conceiving. It was the same method that this staff used in 2013 at London Zoo. Insemination is a process in which a healthy male sperm is obtained and inserted in the female body through a catheter. It is a process which is performed to make sure that the sperm has reached the uterus if used there. They took the DNA sample from Lunlun panda and Yang Yang panda and inserted it later into the female's panda body, kept a strict check on her until she conceived and got pregnant. They were also afraid that she might develop pseudo-pregnancy, which is very common in pandas. Pseudo-pregnancy changed pandas' behavior and hormones, and it seems like they are pregnant, but in reality, they are not. So pandas' hormonal change cannot be considered a biomarker, and other tests have to be performed to confirm the conceiving process and pregnancy. So the vets have decided to do an ultrasound on the female panda to confirm the pregnancy. And finally, it was done, and she was pregnant. The doctors saw a tiny fetus growing inside of Lunlun's belly. The news of the female panda's pregnancy spread like wildfire, and everyone was glad that she would give birth to a new panda cub, and it will be a good step towards the population increase of pandas. The zoo staff kept an eye on the mama panda to ensure that she was healthy and active to avoid any miscarriage. Pandas have a gestation period of 3 to 6 months, so it was necessary to keep a check that she might give birth during this time range. It was also essential that the zoo must have all safety measures for the cubs and mother before she gave birth. The total gestation period for Lunlun was 4 months. Before pregnancy, she used to eat 19 kilograms of bamboo per day. But during these 4 months, she started to eat less, and according to the WWF, World Wildlife Federation, loss of appetite is a typical symptom of pregnancy in pandas. Another common symptom is that pandas start shredding the bamboo in little pieces instead of eating them and builds up a nest near their due date, which Lunlun was also doing. Pandas cover their nests with chips, bamboo, leaves, and other plants to keep their babies and themselves away from dampness and cold. The zoo staff provides all these products to help them keep with their natural behavior in cages. The zookeepers had already understood that the due time was not so far, and they started to do the preparations for the mother and the babies to be. They decided to film the birth journey by placing a camera in her cage day and night to let the staff member and the public have an eye on the activities of Lunlun, and they can also see and record the joyous moments of her giving birth. The other night, Lunlun went into labor and sat in her nest while she was ready to give birth. After a few minutes, she gave birth to an almost hairless and blind baby. The mommy panda picked up her cub and started licking it. She started caring for her baby like a promising new mommy, but the staff never knew what was going to happen. Next, that would make them all scream and jump with joy and shock. A few moments later, Lunlun started pushing again, like she was going to give birth to another baby. To everyone's surprise, she gave birth to another tiny hairless baby, which made everyone shocked and happy at the same time. The twin cubs had a size and weight of almost a stick of butter and were pink, hairless, and blind. According to the ultrasound, they saw only a single fetus, but they noticed two panda cubs growing inside the mommy's panda's belly. The twin panda cubs were born at 7:20 a.m. and 8:07 a.m. It was her second pair of twins. However, twins are not very unusual for giant pandas, but unfortunately, they are at higher risk of disease and illness than cubs born single. This is because they had to share the nutrients before their birth in their mother's belly and their mother's milk also. Many times, the mama panda will neglect the one and will take care and focus on the other cub. To handle this situation, the zoo staff already decided to take care and raise the other cub by themselves. But Lunlun did not ignore any of the babies. She started taking care of both her babies. The twin cubs are in the 6th and the 7th twin cub born at the Atlanta Zoo since 2006. The vice president of animal divisions shared his feelings, saying, "We are thrilled and relieved that Lunlun twins have arrived. Now our focus will be to take care of the cubs and Lunlun." Later, both the cubs were identified as female. People were overjoyed after listening to this, because this increases the chances of breeding and will help increase the panda population. More DNA tests will be done, and artificial insemination will be conducted to ensure the pregnancy of a female panda, just like Lunlun. Both cubs were kept at the Atlanta Zoo, living a healthy and happy life. Hopefully, soon they will also have their babies and help improve the population of giant pandas in the future. Later, the zookeepers shared their joy, telling them, "We were never expecting twins. We did an ultrasound on the mommy panda until she compromised, and we only saw a single fetus growing inside the womb. We all are overjoyed." Thank you for watching till the end. What do you think about this incredible birth journey?